The best analysis is your own analysis. Now, I see this all of the time. It's very common in the trading community, but too many people chase alerts or they look for someone to signal when to buy and sell. They see people saying, my call outs, I was 10 for 10 for today. Um, I made, $100,000 today. And they chase these people's alerts. They think that they could follow them just because they make money, they can make money with them. They try to chase when they're buying, they follow when they're buying, they follow when they're selling. And I can tell you right off the bat that you can follow someone successful that consistently makes money exactly when they're buying and selling. You could follow them perfectly, right? But you might not make money as consistent like they do because besides the whole buying and selling aspect, there's a mental aspect. And no one is going to be wired the same. Everyone has a different personality. Everyone has different mental fortitude. Everyone has different emotions. So just because you could chase someone else's alerts or follow their signals doesn't mean you're going to make money with it. And I could tell you as well, being in this game for 5 years, I've never seen someone that's consistently made money buying and selling when some other guru has been telling them, I'm getting in here, I'm exiting here. Trading does not work like that. Try to find someone that's consistent following other people's alerts. The list is very small. I doubt it, and there's definitely very few people. Stop looking for the easy way out. If you can't form your own analysis, you can't think outside of the box. You can't come up with your own context. You can't come up with your own plan. And I can tell you straight off, straightforward as possible, no fluff to it. You're never going to be successful with trading. You have to think outside of the box. You have to stop looking for the easy way out. If it was so easy, there would be many people being millionaires with trading. There would be many people making a killing with trading. But the sad reality of it is that so many people fail at this game because they think it's easy. They try to take the easy way out. They try to follow others. The best analysis is your own analysis. Do your homework and do your research. You know how good you will feel. Trading, like I said, is all mental. You know how good you will feel if you come up with a plan before the market opens, the day prior, the week prior, whatever, and you follow that plan, you stick to that plan, you don't deviate away from that plan, and your research, your homework actually worked out, and you come back to me and say, wow, that plan that I came up with this weekend played out perfectly. I followed to it. I executed to it perfectly. I did my homework, executed, I researched, and I made a killing. This was one of my best trades. You know how good you will feel, and you know how good that will make you propel forward from your following trades? Psychologically, it's going to release these chemicals in your brain for you to continue to repeat that pattern and try to come up with your own analysis and your own plans. And it's just going to propel you forward in trading. Believe me when I tell you that. And, I created the Discord room, the chat room, for the sole reason. I post plans. I don't post plans for you to follow. I post plans for you to get, good reasoning and good logic behind my thought process, behind why I post these charts, why I place these supply and demand zones, why I place them there. And then my commentary, this is perfect because you can understand why I'm thinking the way I am, what I'm looking out for, why maybe something is invalid compared to, things that were valid. So like I mentioned, there's so many different variables that affect the marketplace, and there's never going to be a right answer. So this Discord room is used for you to use my analysis and maybe add your own twist to it, your own plan behind it, your own strategy. What works for me does not mean it's going to work for you. So see what works for you, add your twist to it, but don't follow other people's alerts. I get messages all the time. Do you do alerts? Do you send out alerts when to buy and sell? And that's what majority of the people they want to join this Discord room for, is because they think that it's going to alert them. But like I said, you're never going to make money following other people's alerts. Yes, you could hit a trade that wins big, but I could tell you in the long run, it's never going to work out.